I have auditory hallucinations and I've had since I was a young child, and it's probably the most creepy thing ever because I hear voices screaming at me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm talking about auditory hallucinations, which in simple words mean I hear things, and I want to explain how that is. I want to talk about my experience with it, and if you are interested in that personally, or if you're writing a book on the subject, if your character hears things or hallucinates, then this might be helpful. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about the background. I've had auditory hallucinations as long as I can remember. They were the worst when I was around 8, I think. But I remember having them at 6. I think 6 is the earliest I remember. So auditory hallucinations are obviously a type of hallucination. It is in your mind, it is not physical, but it feels physical. And I don't know, because other people have explained differently, but to me, I could not differentiate what was real and what was not. I had a huge problem with this. It literally sounded like someone screaming into my ear. It usually occurred at night, when I was alone, when I was about to go to sleep in my room. It would start as kind of a next door mumble kind of sound. It would just be like, yeah, mumbling, just people talking. Then it would be more like aimed towards me. It would feel like I would never hear them what they said, but it felt like they were talking to me, if that makes any sense. And then it kind of escalated. They were getting louder and more aggressive. And the last part of it was basically it just escalating into screams. And sometimes I could turn around and be like, and feel like there should be someone there screaming at me, because that's how it sounded. And it was a really scary thing. And I, you know, when I would hear these things for the first times, I would just run crying into my mom and dad's room, and they would calm me down and they would sit down and have a talk with me. And when they started talking to me, it kind of went away. It was one of the things that helped, but I couldn't do that every single night. So my dad made this kind of CD, and for every song the volume was lowered until it was completely silent and I was probably asleep. Then we also had a TV installed in my room, and on that TV I had like 3 movies, I think, and I used to watch those movies every single night. So one of the movies were Mean Girls. So you can just imagine how many times I've seen the beginning part of Mean Girls. And this was at the same time as my lucid dreaming started, because my lucid dreaming is kind of triggered by sleeping with sound. So if I fall asleep with the TV on, then I'm more likely to lucid dream. I will be talking about lucid dreaming and dreaming in general in a different video. I started trying to solve this problem that I had. Some night it's just helped knowing that someone was outside, like outside my room. So sometimes my mom would just watch TV with higher volume than she would, and sometimes, you know, nothing helped, and I would just fall asleep with screaming inside my head, and that was scary. But I have been examined, or like I've done an investigation with a psychologist, and I'm not schizophrenic, so that's good to know. We went to a child psychologist when I was about 7 or 8, and we tried to get help from them, but they told me it was anxiety, like that I was hearing my own inner, like my thoughts in my head, like that was it. And let me just tell you, now that I'm older and I know a couple of things, Ellie, I still don't know how to raise that girl, but they told me it was anxiety. And now that I'm older, I know for sure that that's not anxiety. I've had severe anxiety I have had depression, you know, I've had all these things, and I know it's not like that. It is an actual physical, like, it is an actual hallucination. It is not my inner thoughts. It's not. It was not anxiety, okay? And I still have it. I still have it, but it's less frequently occurring now that I'm older. I think I outgrew it, which thank God, because it was the worst thing ever. I rarely experience it anymore, and it is so nice. And now I have to fall asleep with complete silence. Like, I sleep with earplugs every night because I cannot sleep if there's any sound at all. So I've done like a complete 360. But the thing is, one of my parents actually has this thing too. So is it genetic? I have no idea. I still don't know why I have auditory hallucinations. I don't know what the cause is. I don't think there is a known cause. But as with any mental illness, I wouldn't call it a mental illness, but I guess it is. It differs from person to person, and this is just my side, my story. It was a horrible period of my life. I was scared of sleeping, I was scared of being alone, I was scared of being silent. I would just constantly talk, constantly sing, constantly make sounds, because as soon as everything was quiet, it would start. I hope this helped a little bit. I hope I could help you sharing this story. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you enjoy this kind of random psychology writing kind of content, then subscribe to my channel because it's free. And in that case, I will see you in my next video. Holla! I go to war, I'll fight for you. Even when I've left, I do right by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky.